Hello everyone, my name is Molly and today we are here to talk about all the books that I got at BookCon 2017. So I tried to vlog BookCon. I did in the morning and then I just kind of didn't the rest of the day. So then when it came to Sunday I was like, I didn't vlog Saturday, so I might as well just not vlog today. So I'm sorry, but I didn't vlog. I felt like there was less stuff this year, you know, walking around. There weren't a lot of arcs, there weren't a lot of people that were like, hey, here, take this arc. And it was kind of weird, especially because there were more people there and less things to give out, but I did manage to get a lot of books between my mom and I. First, I'm going to start with the books that I got that are already available for purchase. The first book that I have today is Enlightened by Billy Kowaleski. I actually saw this author had posted on the BookCon app, and she was like, I write a love story that takes place in heaven, and I was like, I want it. So this is an independent author. I went and bought her book, and she signed it for me. See, I'm excited to read this. I sometimes get in that mood for story set in heaven, and there's not a lot of books that give me that, so I'm hoping this will fill that craving. The next book that I got while there I had to buy for a signing, and that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This is the paperback edition, which I was planning to buy anyway, so it works out. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. I had to purchase a book to go to her signing. I ended up getting Eleanor and Park, Fangirl, and Carry On all signed, and then this isn't signed, I just have it now. It was really nice to meet her. She was so amazingly sweet and just nice, and I'm so happy I got to meet her. I've been waiting to meet her for so long. The next book I also bought from a signing, and that is Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. I ended up not getting this one signed. I got The Wrath in the Dawn signed instead because I love that book. I have yet to read this one. I have an ARC version of it, but now I have a hardcover, and it's gorgeous, so I'm okay with having the hardcover. This I know is about samurais, and it's a girl samurai, so I think that's pretty cool, and I'm excited to finally dive into this. Renee was just the sweetest. Her makeup is amazing, and she was just so nice, and they gave us these really cool drinks while we were waiting in line. It was good. The next one I have on here is Growing Up by Mayim Bialik. My mom's read it, and she said it's kind of for a younger audience, that 10 to 14 range. I still plan on reading it. I gave Mayim my business card, and it was so scary. Not because she's scary, she's really nice, but it was just scary for me because I'm so awkward. So Mayim, if by any chance you're watching this, hi, thank you so much for watching. The next book that I have I actually brought from home to get signed, and that is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. I got to meet Ashley, and she was awesome. She signed it Look to the Stars. I absolutely loved this book. It's right up there with Fangirl for me. If you are a fangirl, you have to read this book and Fangirl. There are biographies. The last book on here that I have that's already out is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I actually didn't originally plan on going to her signing, but my friend Molly, who I met, and she was just so sweet, thank you Molly, she gave me her extra Stephanie Garber autograph ticket, so I got to meet her. I haven't read Caraval yet, but I did see a lot of hype for it when it first came out, so I'm excited that I finally have it now. This cover is just gorgeous. So the first thing I have to show you that starts on my ARC list, I put it in order from when they're coming out. First thing I have actually isn't an ARC, it's a chapter sampler, and it's for The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken. I didn't even know she was writing this book, then there was a bunch of hype for it. They were giving out full arcs at BEA, but nope, we just got chapter samplers over here at BookCon. I was excited to get this chapter sampler. It's actually a middle grade series, but it sounds like something I would really enjoy, so I'm excited for it. Basically what happens is this kid Prosper finds out that there is a demon inhabiting his body because a few years ago his great-great-something grandfather made a deal with a demon and then broke it. So now he has to deal with all the consequences, and it sounds really good, and I'm excited. So the first full arc I have on here is No Good Deed by Goldie Modolsky. This book actually is already out. It came out May 30th, but I got to meet Goldie again thanks to Molly because she had 2 extra I Read YA event tickets. So she gave me both, which is amazing. Thank you so much. And she gave them both to me, so Shannon and I went, and we got to meet all the authors that were there. They weren't personalizing, which was kind of disappointing, but whatever. I have the book now. This author also wrote Kill the Boy Band, which I haven't read yet, but heard a lot of good things about. Basically, this book is about a boy who wants to save the world, and so he goes to this camp called Camp Save the World, and he meets a girl, and they save the world, I guess. The next book I got was actually the first ARC that I got while I was at BookCon. I was just standing in line, and I went over and grabbed an ARC, and that is The Walking Land by Callie Bates. This comes out June 27th, so not too far, and I don't know, this cover just strikes me. I have no idea what this book is about, but it's gorgeous. The next book that I have on here I got at a signing that I sent my mom to, and that is Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. I have seen this book everywhere. There's so much hype for it. It comes out July 25th, and basically it's about this girl who travels with this circus. She can create illusions, but one day the illusion gets murdered, and so she has to figure out who can murder things that don't exist, and it sounds pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of circus books, but, you know, it's cool. The next book I have, I don't even know who got for me. It might have been Shannon's aunt, it might have been my mom, I don't know, but somebody got it for me, and I'm very grateful for that. And it is A Map for Wrecked Girls by Jessica Taylor. This comes out in August. It says, in this twisting tale of loyalty, betrayal, and love, two sisters must survive the wilds if they can first survive each other. For fans of Pretty Little Liars and Gone Girl. So, I don't know, it sounds really cool, and I'm really excited to read this book. The next book I got was from the same signing as Daughter of the Burning City, and that is All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Katsoulis. This book comes out August 29th, and it is about a world where everything is copyrighted. So, like, every word that you say costs money. I would hate to live in this world. It sounds really cool. It'd be a really interesting world to read about. He signed it sideways. The next book is from the same signing, and that is Red Dirt by Anna Jarzab. This also comes out August 29th. I know this book takes place in like a cowboy type era. It takes place in the West. I'm not a huge fan of stories like this, but who knows? Maybe I'll end up reading it. It's also signed. The next book I have on here I'm actually kind of mad about, and that is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. People at BEA were getting full ARCs of this book, and they advertised that they were giving away a free thing if you went to Stephanie's signing. I thought it was going to be an ARC. I get the book, it says partial galley. I was like, excuse you? It's only half the book. Like, why? Why? Why would you give me half the book? Just give me the full book. I know you have them. I was kind of upset, if you can't tell. But I did get to meet Stephanie, and she was absolutely, like, one of my favorite authors that I've ever met. She was so nice. This is the author of Anna and the French Kiss and that whole trilogy, and she is dabbing her foot into writing murder stories. She said it's basically if you put a murderer into Anna and the French Kiss. This book comes out in September. The next book that I have on here was one of my most anticipated, like, I needed to get this book when I was there, and that is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. I recently finished this book, like I finished it yesterday, and it was so good, guys! It was so much better than Stalking Jack the Ripper, and like, Stalking Jack the Ripper was good, so that says something. This book doesn't come out until September 2017, but, you know, it's worth the wait. It's so good. And I got to meet Carrie, and she was just so nice. I want the third one right now. Like, where is it? What's it gonna be about? I don't know, but I want it. The next book that I have on here, I sent my mom to the signing for it, and that is Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. It is signed and stamped. I read We Were Liars. I have a book talk for it, but the book talk's really bad, so, you know, I mean, like, if you want to watch it, cool, but I'm just warning you. I liked We Were Liars. Like, it wasn't my favorite, but it was a cool ending, and it was a cool twist, and so I'm excited for this book. I'm just gonna read you the back because I can't explain what is going on here. Imogen is a runaway heiress, an orphan, a cook, and a cheat. Jewel is a fighter, a social chameleon, and an athlete. An intense friendship, a disappearance, a murder, or maybe two. A bad romance, or maybe three. Blunt objects disguised as blood and chocolate. The American dream, superheroes, spies, and villains. A girl who refuses to give people what they want from her. A girl who refuses to be the person she once was. So it sounds really cool, and I'm excited to see what she did with this story. It comes out September 2017. This next book was another one that I was not leaving BookCon without, and that was If There's No Tomorrow by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I got JLA's new book, guys, and it's in ARC, and it's signed, and I'm so excited. It's signed, comes out September 5th, and it's a full contemporary. There's no supernatural elements in it, and I believe it's about a girl whose life gets destroyed in one moment, and she gets really worried about everything, and it deals with some dark topics, but I'm really excited. I love JLA's books and her writing, and I can't wait to read it. The next book that I got is Shadow House Fall by Daniel Jose Alder. I got the first book in this series, Shadow Shaper, as an ARC last BookCon I went to, and I read it, and it was okay. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it was diverse, and it was different, and so that was cool, and this is the sequel to it. It comes out September 12th. I did get to meet him, and he signed it. The next book that I got, I also sent my mom to get, and that is 27 Hours by Tristina Wright. I was so excited for this book. My mom was, like, the last person in line. I love you, Mom. It is signed. Basically, it takes place on a different planet where this group of kids have 27 hours to figure out how to save the world. It also deals with LGBT people. I think there's a gay couple and a lesbian couple, and I'm so excited to read this book. It sounds so good. My next book I didn't think I would get, but I was so happy that I did, and that is All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. I also got to meet Maggie, which I wasn't expecting, and she did sign my book. I'm so excited that I have this book, guys. Like, I'm more interested in reading this book than her Raven Boy series. All I know about this is that it's a group of cousins who can perform miracles. I read the first page and I was hooked, and I was like, I need to keep reading, so I'm really excited to read this. It comes out October 10th. The next book that I have on this list is The Knowing by Sharon Cameron. I didn't get to meet Sharon Cameron, but they were giving out her ARC at the I Read YA event because she was there the day before and couldn't make it on Sunday, so, you know, whatever, that's cool, I get an ARC. This is the companion novel to The Forgetting, which I have but haven't read yet, but I want to because it sounds really cool, and this book comes out October 10th. The next book that I got in a special underlined package, and that is The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. The next book that I have on this list is Otherworld by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller. I didn't realize that Jason Segel was the guy from How I Met Your Mother until I looked at his picture on the back, and I was like, oh my god! This book comes out in November. I got it in the underlined box that I got The Golden Compass in, and so I didn't know what it was, but after reading it, it sounds really interesting, and I'm excited to read the full book. It says, there are no screens, there are no controls, you don't just see and hear it, you taste, smell, and touch it too. In this new reality, there are no laws to break or rules to obey. You can live your best life, indulge every desire. And that just sounds so cool, and I'm really excited, and I just like the feel of this cover, the texture. I like it. The next book I got on this list, what I also got while I was waiting for Hunting Prince Dracula, and that is Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Ely. This book is coming out in January of 2018, so it's a while for you guys, I'm sorry. It's a girl, and she's the fastest sharpshooter in the West, and that's all I really know about this book, but I got to meet Lindsay, and she was very nice as well. I've seen a lot of hype for this book, so, you know, it's not my usual cup of tea, but I'll try it out. The next book on this list, also the last book, but it is my pride and joy. I would have been happy if I walked out of there with only this book, honestly. No, that's not true, but like, kind of, you know what I'm saying? And that is Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. We saw Sasha had posted something about a 10 a.m. ARC drop of Zenith on Sunday, and we were like, whoa, what? And so we were like, okay, well, I guess we're going to that. So she eventually took the post down, and I got scared. I was like, wait, did she mistype something? Like, what's going on? And so we just went anyway. We went. We got the last 2 copies. Shannon got the display copy. I got the last one that was lying on the table. I was so happy, man. Oh my god. And it came pre-signed. I didn't get to meet them, but I did meet Lindsay on several occasions, and I've met Sasha before, so I was okay with not going to their signing. Guys, I got it. It's so big and beautiful, and I'm so excited to read their book. It takes place in space, and it involves space pirates and a group of badass girls, and that's all I know. This book actually comes out the day after my birthday, January 16th, 2018. I try to upload a video every week. If you like my videos, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!